but I do want to touch on the championship games real quick. I didn't get to talk about them, and I do want to talk about them. Ravens versus Chiefs, Lions versus 49ers. Let's go. So the Ravens were everyone's picks going into the AFC Championship. Lamar Jackson was called L'America. Everybody was doing edits on Instagram, doing reels, doing TikToks. Super cool edits like Taylor Swift singing, and then boom, cutscene, boom, 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 like Lamar Jackson walking down the tunnel, ready to take him down. It got me so hyped, and I believed in him. I wanted it to be true. I'm like, Lamar Jackson's gonna win his second MVP. He's gonna beat Mahomes. He's gonna go win his Super Bowl. He's gonna be one Super Bowl behind Mahomes. Same amount of MVPs. One Super Bowl behind him. It's gonna be a rivalry for the ages. It's gonna be great. That defense is great. They're gonna stop Mahomes. They're gonna stop Kelsey. They're gonna run all over them. And unfortunately, it was none of that. Mahomes and the Chiefs go down and score on their first 2-3 drives. Put a lot of fear into the Ravens team. They abandon the run. Lamar Jackson throws into triple coverage to his backup tight end, down 10 points in the fourth quarter. I can't believe it. Like, that play is going to haunt me for a long time. As a free agent fan, I was really rooting for the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson, after not having the best game, was driving them down in the fourth quarter to make the game close, and he throws into triple coverage to his backup tight end, down 10. I couldn't believe it. He threw his helmet in frustration. I was like, yeah, like, you should be throwing your helmet. Like, what the hell was that? And they still had chances, but they couldn't do it. They abandoned the run. They got scared of Mahomes and that offense. They thought they had to get in a shootout. In the end, they could have just stuck to their game plan, but it is what it is. Credit to the Chiefs, credit to Mahomes, credit to Kelsey, credit to that Chiefs defense. And, I'm not going to doubt the Chiefs too much anymore. They keep shutting me up. They're the new Patriots. They're inevitable. It is what it is. They're just a class above everybody at this time. The 49ers do have a great team, though, so we'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. But, man, the Ravens let me down. They let America down. Everybody was rooting for a new AFC team to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We thought it was the Ravens. We thought this was the year. The wounded Chiefs, the not as strong Chiefs offense, and they still got to the Super Bowl. It is what it is. We'll see what the Ravens do next year. It felt like this was supposed to be the year. No Burrow. Chiefs were weakened. Herbert and the Chargers still couldn't get it together this year. CJ Stroud rookie year, he's only gonna get better. It felt like this was the year, and they couldn't do it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But they didn't have the worst loss of the week because the Lions choked. They were up so much at halftime, and then the 49ers flipped the script. Purdy started running like a young Michael Vick, started trucking people. He almost ran over Debo because he wouldn't get out of his way. And I will say this. There's been 2 instances this playoffs where I was like, damn, God is a 49er fan. First time, divisional round, I went to the game at Levi Stadium. Niners take the lead for the first time in the whole second half. They go up 3 with like less than 2 minutes left. The Packers take the field to try to go get the field goal and tie the game or go win the game. Everyone knows how that game ended. Jordan Love throws across his body, gets intercepted, game over. But it was raining on and off lightly the whole game. As soon as the Packers took the field with less than 2 minutes, down 3, it starts coming down. I'm recording the game, and I look up, and I'm like, whoa, it's coming down hard now. And I was like, is Mother Nature, is God a 49ers fan, or why is it raining so hard right now as soon as the Packers take the field? That was the first time I thought that. Second time, Lions have all the momentum. 49ers can't move the ball. It looks like the Lions are just going up and down the field. Purdy throws a prayer of a throw, overthrows Ayuk, hits the Lions defender in the helmet, pops up, Ayuk catches it, 50-yard pass or whatever it was, inside the 10. And then the 49ers never gave the momentum back to the Lions. Dan Campbell could have stopped the bleeding with a field goal to tie the game, I believe at 24. Decides to go for it. Doesn't get it. The floodgates just are wide open. And then, GG. It is what it is. I will say Dan Campbell, he could have played a little smarter. Definitely could have, like, take the points. I would have kicked the field goal down 3 in the fourth after not scoring the whole third quarter, or like after not scoring in the second half. I forget where in the game that was. But it is what it is. Dan Campbell stuck to his guns. He's known for going on fourth down. He went for it on fourth down. Staley, we're going to talk about the Chargers in a little bit. Staley used to do that. He got burned by the media after losing to the Raiders in the week 18 and missing out in the playoffs for, playing aggressive, going for it on fourth down, and, however that game folded out. And then he lost his edge. He stopped going for it on fourth down as much. It kind of looked like he was listening to the media. He lost his edge. And Dan Campbell, I think that's what makes him great. It could be his downfall. It could be his Achilles heel too. But it's what makes him great. It's that bravado, that like put all the chips in. Like, we're going to take your kneecaps. That whole attitude. It all encapsulates that. So that's part of the reason. One of the main reasons they're even in this position. So I respect him for sticking to his guns. It's a learning experience. Maybe next year he takes the points, but he still goes for it on fourth down on other occasions. He went for it on fourth down to start the third quarter, and he didn't get it. That one makes more sense to me. He's trying to go for the kill, the field goal. Let's take the points. Let's tie the game. Let's stop the bleeding. It is what it is. I respect Dan Campbell. I respect the Lions. Sucks that their season ended like that. And we'll see how that division plays out. It could be a one and done year for the Lions, like as far as reigning the division. Bears have the first pick. Jordan Love looked great in the playoffs. It's rumored that the Vikings are going to move up in the draft to get a quarterback. So we'll see how it plays out. It's going to be a fun division the next few years. Shout out to the Lions for a great season. Shout out to the 49ers for, stealing that game back. They showed their class. They got a little lucky with the throw for Ayuk, which sparked everything. But after that, they never looked back. They snatched that game away from the Lions. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. 49ers are stacked. Purdy has shown that he could do it in the playoffs. Mahomes is a dog. Obviously, the Chiefs are the kingdom that everyone wants to fall. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. But championship games are great. Sorry it took me that long to talk about it. I was in Australia for the Australian Open.